2021 Gazelle Medeo 10-speed plus, honest review from an owner. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about my wife's bike. She's already put 500 miles on the bike since we've owned it, and we've owned it for about 3 months. Okay, so she's been doing, somewhat of a lot of miles, not compared to my Gazelle, and that one's a C380 plus that has over 2,000 miles on it. Hers has 500. She's doing pretty good. Now, I want to put a disclaimer out there that I bought this bike with my own money, so I'm going to give it to you honestly. This is not a demo bike. This is not a sponsored or a dealer review. This is an owner's review that spent a lot of money on electrical bikes, and I do have a lot of experience. I also own a 2021 track Damani. I paid $8,500 for that one. So, and I also flip bikes, and I wrote a book about bike flipping, how you can turn $100 into $700 in a matter of days. Actually, I bought these bikes through what I call the new flip. So if you're interested, there'll be a link below. Let's go to this bike. This is an amazing bike. This company Gazelle. I didn't know about them. I only knew Track, Specialized, Cannondale, and that's the only thing I would buy. But however, I bought a 2021 Track Damani, and it was nothing but a headache. And so I decided to, actually find a company that actually manufactured this stuff themselves, unlike Track or Specialized or Cannondale. No disrespect to those companies, but they just put their logos on stuff these days. They don't even have manufacturers anymore in America. So this company is in Netherlands, and they make their own stuff, and they've been in business for over 100 years. And I bought my bike, which is the Gazelle C380 plus, and I was very happy with it, so I was willing to forked over some more money for this one. Now this is not their top of the line one, and it's not the bottom of the line one. I would say this is where the G spot is. I would say this is where you're getting the best bang for your money, because I'll get into that right now. 4 reasons why you're getting the best bang for your money at the best price. Okay, so if you're like value conscious, then I'll highly recommend this bike, because you're getting a lot of value, and you're still getting excellent components and excellent, motor, etc., and highly equipped for a very, very modest price compared to other companies, because I've seen other companies sell inferior products with, crappier parts for the same price, if not more. Okay, so one of the cool things about this bike, the Gazelle Medeo 10-speed, is that you get the Bosch performance line, which means that you can go 28 miles an hour. Now, this is not a throttle. This is not a motorcycle. This is not an ATV. You got to pedal. If you want to go 28 miles an hour, you got to, sweat, basically, get your heartbeat really high up, because it's not, it's not like you click a button and you go. So, but the cool thing is you go 28 miles an hour, which is excellent. Plus, this is the number 2 reasons why I'm saying this is a good value, the best for the bang, is that you get a good, battery. You get 500 watts, which you can do at least like 50, 60, 75 miles. This bike is more efficient than my top of the line Gazelle bike, not because it's lighter, plus because of the chain, it makes it more efficient. The other reason why this is a good bang for your money is you get the good battery, and you get very good components. For example, on tires, you're getting Schwabe tires. Okay, on the brakes, you're getting 4-piston brake system, which is very, very powerful. You're getting 180 rotors in the front, 160 in the back. What that means is simply you're getting a real fat router, so you're going to get some powerful braking, which is great, because as you can see, we're like hauling our kids to the park, right? So we need that, power to brake, especially with a powerful engine. Like, that's what I'm saying. This company has thought about a lot of this stuff. They just didn't slab on some pieces on there. Okay. Now, the other thing I liked about this bike is that you're getting great components besides the tires. For example, the handlebars. Like, these are a German-made company, very, very comfortable. And those are the kind of grips that I would upgrade to right off the bat anyways, but they come stock with the bike. Real quick, download my free book, Real Estate Investing for Beginners, the ultimate starter guide at myrealestatedojo.com, where I teach you how to find motivated sellers, buy their homes at a deep discount, and then have the seller become your own private bank. Subject to, get it now. One more thing, if you're looking for private one-on-one help when it comes to real estate investing, then consider joining my academy, where you sit down with me one-on-one. 2, you get monthly coaching. 3, you get access to my best-selling courses. 4, you get access to my video library, and then the list goes on, for just $97 a month. Join me now at mrnofluff.com. Lastly, the best six-figure side hustle, bicycle flipping. Want to see how? Here's a behind-the-scene video how I did it. Go to thebestsidehustle.mrnofluff.com. Now let's get back to the content. Another great thing that's awesome about this is that you get the front lights, okay? They're adjustable. You can go up and down. You get the back lights, okay? Which is very, very important. All with the price. You get the fenders, front fenders, back fenders, okay? Pedals, chain guard, and you also get a cafe lock, which, you know, I think is very, very cool, especially when, you know, you're at the park and you're locking it up, you're playing with your kids, you still have your eye on it, but, you know, you don't have to lock it up. Or if you're going to something to eat or get something to drink, you could quickly look at the bike through the window, but you don't want someone to just run off with it. It's hard to pick it up and run off with it because it's kind of heavy. However, you don't want someone to do it anyways, right? So, you know, some people on the internet talk crap about that cafe lock, but I think it's a genius lock. Okay. The other thing is, you know, real cool about this is that you get this amazing, you know, kickstand. And again, like this, our bags are fully full. These are not empty bags. You can see they're fully full. She got stuff in the back. You know, pulling a trailer with 2 kids, and you know, it's just an amazing bike. You know, for all the components you get. Okay, and that's very, very important because, you know, components will determine liability. You know, and is it going to work for you when it's cold, when it's rainy, or is it going to break down when you really need it? And this bike has been truly, truly amazing. And, you know, not only did we buy this one, we bought another one for my brother because we've been very, very happy with it. Another cool thing with this bike is that, you know, you can adjust the stem, right? You can see if you want it more aggressively, if you want it up more to be more relaxed, which is very, very cool. And then everything's, you know, clean. Like everything's like run into internal versus just like hanging out. I seen like I was gonna buy this company like Bosch, and I'm not gonna like rip on them, but you know, one of the main reasons I didn't buy from them is they had this little big old power cord coming out here, connecting in here. I thought, man, that's gonna hit something, right? Or Priority Bikes. No disrespect to them, they make great bikes. One of the reasons I didn't buy their stuff is they had all this loose wiring, and you know, because they were on my top 3, and that's why I narrow it down. That's how I narrow it down. It's like, okay, how clean is it? Okay, because, you know, hey, cleaning, organizing, and, you know, it's very, very important for success, and not only in products but also in our own lifestyle, our own homes. Some people may not agree, but I really think that if you're not organized physically, mentally, you're not organized either. Okay. The other cool thing about this bike is that, you know, you get a pretty decent shock system, right? And you're able to lock out that shock. Now, why is that important? Because if you're driving like on path like this, you know, smooth concrete, you don't want to waste your energy, so you'll just lock it up. If you're just rolling and, you know, in stuff like this, then you might want to have the shock system on. Okay, so a lot of cool things about this. You know, you're getting the hydraulic disc brakes. You're getting a 10-speed Dior with the clutch. Okay, which is pretty amazing. Okay, you know, like you got to get into the sports bike to get 10 speed, and this is a 10 speed right off the bat. And, you know, I might be mistaken, it might be 11, but I have to go look it up. Again, I'm not a bike dealer, I'm just the owner, but we own 3 of these. And so I want to take some time and talk about it, because if I was going to go buy a Track or Specialized or Cannondale or Gazelle, I would definitely go with this because you get better parts, in the warranty. I haven't had to use it, thank God, so I can't speak on that, but, you know, they offer more 10-year warranty, You know, some other companies say lifetime, but it just seems like more of a gimmick than the truth. You know, my experience with track warranty was horrible. They never fixed the problems. I kept got to go back over and over. And again, I'm not being sponsored. This is an owner's. I pay for this bike with my own money. I'm just telling to you how it is. Okay, for my own life experiences with the different products, you know, if it was good, I'll tell you it was good. You know, this is no fluff. I'm not. I don't have a vested interest. I don't have a horse in the race. I'm just a consumer advocate. Okay, so you know, the geometry is amazing. You know, you're sitting up so upright, and it's perfect for short commuting. It's perfect for, you know, like today we're going to do 50 miles. For 50 miles, it's good for, you know, I've done 100 miles in one day. It's good for 100 miles on my bike. Okay, so overall, I'm very, very happy with it. I haven't had any problems. Now, with my brother's bike, he has had one problem, which is his headlight went out, okay? So he hasn't taken it in, but he has the same exact bike, but just in a larger size versus this is a small. Now, for my understanding is that I think there's only like 3 sizes on this. When you get to the bike, it doesn't matter if you go with the small, medium, large, you're going to feel like the bike is too big for you. That's how the geometry is. I'm not sure why until you get on top of it. Like when my wife got on this bike at first, she was like, "Oh, this bike is too big for me." But then notice how high her seat is. Okay, same with mine. Okay, so it may feel big to get on and start pedaling. Okay, then you have to raise the seat. So the other cool thing with this bike is that, you know, it's not super heavy. The battery is internal. You can take it out. You can charge it, you know, as it stands. You can take it inside to a restaurant or coffee shop and charge it while you eat. And why is that important? Because, you know, like if you're touring and you're going to eat, it's going to take you an hour to eat, then, you know, you can get, you know, 20% or 30% charge to help you get the next part, let's say. So you don't have to buy double battery, okay? Which is pretty amazing. Now, the only like improvements that I would say on this bike is more water bottle holders, because it really has one water bottle holder. There's just one up here, but if you put it up there, then you can't put anything else on the bottom. So, you know, more water bottle holders, but overall, I mean, they're giving you even a chain protector, and you don't even find that with American companies anymore, which is one of the reasons that I'm switching to a new company in Netherlands, because if you don't know, guys, majority of people in Netherlands bicycle. So commuting with bicycle is a primary transportation for them, unlike in America where we just use it as a sport for a lot of people. Now, one of the other cool things with this is that this handlebars, I don't know if you can see, it kind of like pulls back, which makes it very comfortable. We have added some accessories to this bike. You know, we have this thing we bought from REI. We bought this. This is Orthley. If you don't know about these guys, man, they're made in Germany. Like majority of the stuff is made in Germany, believe it or not. The tires, the bags, these are amazing. You buy it one time, it lasts a lifetime. And again, I'm not being sponsored, but I believe in the product so much that I only have it on my bike and I have it on my wife's bike. So, yeah, you know, because, you know, I like buying stuff that lasts a long time versus buying stuff from companies that makes it go obsolete in, you know, in a year or two because they're trying to make more profits. I don't believe in that. And not only does that ruin the economy, it makes people into slaves because they have to work more to buy more because the products don't last. It kills the environment and it just has so much side effects. You know what I mean? So anyways, this is the Gazelle Medeo 10 speed plus. They have a one that goes to 20 miles an hour, but this is the one that goes to 28 miles an hour. So, you know, this is like, you know, a $4,000 bike. This is, I think, like a $5,000 bike. Maybe I'm mistaken with tax and stuff. Again, it's been like 3 months that we've gone this, so I don't have the full figure in front of me. But this is like the best bang for this money. This thing is fast, okay? This thing is way faster than this bike, okay? This one has the belt system in it, okay? And it has the Da Vinci transmission, which makes it less efficient. This bike, the Gazelle Medeo 10 speed plus, is way more battery efficient, okay? Way more battery efficient than the C380. Like when we go do 50 miles, I might have to pull over and charge, even though that she's pulling the trailer, okay? Because the bike is so much more efficient, plus lighter in weight, right? It's lighter in weight and more efficient, okay? Versus this bike, okay? This bike weighs 62 pounds. This bike is less than 50 pounds, okay? So, I mean, it's not a light bike, but compared to other e-bikes, it's right on par. Very, very durable. You know, she's pulling the two kids in a burly trailer. So overall, I give this bike, you know, 9.9. I mean, I haven't had any problems with it. This bike has 475 miles on it, and before the day's over, it'll have over 500 miles on it. So I'm pretty stoked. I know I made the right decision. Sometimes, you know, I make bad decisions. Like I bought a 2021 Track Demani. It was a very, very bad decision. It was nothing but a headache, but thank God I bought this one because, you know, we were able to still put a lot of miles on this summer. You know, I've actually lost 2 pan sizes, if not 3. Uh, and just riding bikes, man. It's awesome, and bringing my kids out. So, 2021 Gazelle, uh, I can't even say the name now. Medeo 10 Speed Plus. I think it's the best bet for your money. This is coming from a guy that has a top of the line one, and I'm not trying to be conceited, but if I was going to get the best bang for my money, I think this is it because it's super fast, super reliable, super comfortable. You get top components, all made from Germany. A lot of this stuff is made from top companies. You get top parts, you know, good warranty. The only warning I have for this thing is please watch out for the Facebook group. So if you're trying to make a buying decision, Gazelle has a horrible admin on there, and you know he's a dictator, and he's not going to allow you to post negative things about the bike. So if you know the way you know it's deceptional because I made my buying decision when I went on the Facebook groups and I read all the posts and people said it was positive, but I try to post negative stuff on there and they deleted my post. So that's why I'm don't use the Facebook group to make a decision because it's all sugar coated is what I'm trying to tell you, and because they run it like I guess Germany did when Hitler was in power. So, but as an owner's review, I think it's a very reliable bike, very good choice. There's so many e-bikes out there, and you know, I think I made the best choice because I went from the top company in America to a top company in Netherlands, and I can tell you the difference is apples and grass, right? You know, big difference in quality and reliability and components and I mean every aspect. Okay, even though they both have Bosch engine, the one in my track, the Mani HP, broke down all the time, got all kinds of errors. Not on this one. If you have any questions or comment, leave it below. I'll be happy to answer for you. I'm not, you know, a bike mechanic expert, but you know, I do a lot of miles. I own a lot of different bikes. I flipped a lot of different bikes. I wrote books on flipping bikes. Got a lot of successful, happy students that flip bikes and you know use that money to buy bikes or buy cars or invest it in real estate. So if you have any questions about the bike, I'd be happy to answer it. If you have any questions about my other bike, my Gazelle C380, then leave me a comment below. I'll be happy to answer for you guys. Much love, and always remember, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and twice as beautiful as you ever imagined. Roman, don't take no for an answer. Peace.